I am still not feeling 100% here. I took 3 of my last 4 days off on account of I was pretty sick. I have a pretty bad stomach flu right now. But I saw some other YouTubers creeping up on my viewer retention, creeping up on my viewer engagement numbers. So I figured I gotta hop back in front of the camera and remind everybody who runs this pick video shit.
The king has returned.
Yo, 4-2 last night, 3-1 against the spread. Great night. Couple rough days before that, but we're shaking it off. We're riding last night's momentum right into tonight. 2 NBA games. Let's talk about them.
Welcome to the source. Hey, get the source. The source. The source. Hey, get the source.
First game up, Bucks versus Heat in Milwaukee. Game 2, Bucks squeaked out the first one. This line opens up in Milwaukee -4.5. Everyone's on the Heat here. We got 62% of the bets, 70% of the money early on Miami here. And yo, check this out. We got even more Miami Heat money coming in. As of noon, we're looking at 89% of the money on Miami. And look, the consensus line still hasn't moved. It doesn't look like the books give a shit about people buying Miami Heat tickets. Books seem to like Milwaukee here. So let's take a deeper look at this game. Obviously, Bucks won game 1 by 2 points. We had Bucks -5. We took an L on that one. But hold up. Giannis was absolute trash. 10 for 27 from the field. The team shot 5 for 31 from 3. That's 16%. Milwaukee, a very good three-point shooting team, shot 16% from 3 in that game. Holy shit. Now, to be fair, we didn't see a great offensive effort on the other side either. Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo combined were 8 for 37 from the field. Those two combined. So you got to think we're going to see a better effort from both teams on the offensive end. But hold up. The Heat did shoot 40% from 3. Duncan Robinson was on fire. Dragic was hitting 2. Dragic had 5 threes. So it's safe to say we can expect a better offensive effort from both teams here tonight. But the guy with the biggest chip on his shoulder is definitely Giannis. This guy looks horrible, especially in the fourth quarter, man. He was doing his typical Giannis thing where he picks up his dribble with no plan at all. And the defender, if he plays it well, Giannis ends up running like into him like this. They're like body to body, and Giannis is just like, and there's no plan. He can't get off a good shot. You know what I'm talking about, right? Anyone who's watched Giannis knows what I'm saying right now. They look like this. And Giannis is just like, it's horrible. It looks so bad. I saw a few of those. Another sign that Giannis is off his rhythm is when you see the defender guide him too wide. Like Giannis picks up his dribble and starts to go to the basket, but the defender like takes a step like this. I don't want to get out of the camera. And Giannis ends up running too far from the basket, and he just leaps over the baseline with no shot. He just has to turn around in the air and hope to find one of his teammates. Oh, it looks horrible. You know exactly what I'm talking. It looks horrible. Here's a big reason why we were seeing that. Giannis had 5 assists. I think at halftime or just after halftime, finished with 5 assists. Like I said, the Bucks shot 16% from 3. His teammates were not hitting. He lost faith in his teammates, man. The normal Giannis knows he's got shooters out there. So he drives into the lane with a completely different mentality. He doesn't think he has to score. But when he starts driving at the end of this game against Bam, who plays great defense, thinking he has to score, he's going to end up looking like a fool. And he did. Not to mention 6 for 13 from the free. I almost broke my damn TV. For real, I was losing my mind at that shit. All that being said, we're going to see a big step up from the Miami Heat offensively for sure. You know Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo aren't going to do that again. They're going to be better. But the Bucks are going to be way better on offense too. The Bucks don't shoot 16% for 3. That doesn't happen. They're a good outside shooting team. I like the Bucks again. I'm taking Milwaukee. I am fading everyone, fading all that money. Give me the Bucks -4.5. Lock it in. Throw it on the menu. Anything changes, Twitter, Instagram story, and Facebook. Next game. Second game tonight. We got Nuggets Blazers in Denver. This is game 2. Portland stole the first one. Not much money movement and line movement to show you in this one. Pretty much nothing, actually. Line stays on Denver -1.5 all morning, and money pretty much stays dead even all morning. Not much to show you there. So a quick look at the game. What did we think of game 1, really? Did Portland outplay Denver in game 1? Yeah, obviously they got the win. But in my opinion, there were too many pivotal moments that leaned towards Portland that were decided by a 3 falling. Denver's on the comeback. They pull the game within 4. Portland makes a big 3. Third quarter's about to end. They're only up 7. Dame makes a big 3. And there was a repeating pattern of this where the Blazers 3 was falling at the right time. Now, not taking anything away from Portland, they can shoot the shit out of the ball. Like, I'm not saying they were lucky by any means, but this is basketball, man. Sometimes the shots don't fall, and I don't know if I'm comfortable putting my money on that shot falling for the Blazers every time. You know what I'm saying? Is Portland gonna hit some threes tonight? Of course they are. They have great shooters. They're loaded with shooters, but there's gonna be times tonight, you can't always count on that three when Denver's on a run and Portland hits a three just to stop it in its tracks. Sometimes that three's gonna miss and that run's gonna keep going. And you can't count on the three you need always falling at the right time, which is kind of how I was feeling watching game one. Now I had Portland, so obviously I won money. I was happy with it. But as I was watching it, I was like, there was a couple times where I was like, shit, thank God that went in, or I might have been in trouble because Denver was coming. Another thing that worries me about Portland, there are some uncharacteristic numbers for the Nuggets. Michael Porter Jr. shot 1 for 10 from three. I'm sure you saw that one. 1 for 10. This guy shoots 45% from three. One of the most efficient three-point shooters in the league this year goes 1 for 10. Obviously, that's not going to happen again. Jokic had 1 assist. He averages what, 8.5? Like, that's not going to happen again. I feel like the best way to describe how I'm feeling. Portland is the much better team than Denver, right? I think they can win this series in as little as 5 games, for real. I think they're much better than Denver right now. I think they'll win at 5, 6 tops. But if there's one game the Nuggets are going to steal, it's game 2 at home. If they lose this game, if the Nuggets lose this game, there's a good chance they get swept. So if there's one game that Denver's gonna swipe from them, it's this one at home when they're coming off a game they felt they could have won, when they're still very much alive in this series. Once they go down 2-0 and they're feeling like this team's better than us, write it off. It's over. But right now, it's not over. Denver knows they're in this series. They're at home. I think they steal this one. I'm not going to lie. So give me the Nuggets here. I'm going to lay 1.5 and take Denver in what's going to be a really close battle early on. But I think in the third quarter, there's a stretch where Portland goes cold from outside and Denver opens it up to like a 12, 14-point lead. And then Portland just does not get back into it. So I like Denver by about 10 tonight. Denver minus 1.5 is the pick. Lock it in. If anything changes, Twitter, Instagram story, and Facebook. VIP sheets going out at 5:30. I'll have the totals and the prop bets on them. Also, Toasty's picks are coming out. A rare losing night for Toasty last night. He didn't have many of those. He had a losing night last night. So I expect a nice night from him as well. That'll be on the VIP sheet. Let's ride last night's momentum. Play smart. I don't care if you bet big, but bet smart. Glad to be back. I missed you guys. I miss making these videos. Let's make some money tonight. I will talk to you on Twitter.